Sufficient assumption questions. In sufficient assumption questions, the right answer choice must prove the conclusion is true. Okay? If there's any shade of doubt whether it does make or not make conclusion 100% true, eliminate that wrong answer choice. The right answer choice will leave no doubt whether conclusion is proven 100% true. Okay? The right answer choice has to show the conclusion will follow from the premises given. Now, how it's going to do it, most of the time it will try to fill in the gap between the premises and the conclusion, and sometimes it brings new information that strengthens the conclusion. Okay? What are the steps in this question type? The first step is to identify the conclusion. It's an argument-based question type. There will be conclusion in it, so that's the first thing to do. Once you identify the conclusion, hold the premises tight and then think, what's missing? As I said, most of the time there's like something missing between the premise and the conclusion, okay? And that's what's creating the doubt whether the conclusion will follow based on the premises. And then the right answer choice is something that you pick. It is kind of like a premise that you throw in the question, and that it fills that hole, that gap, and it fills that missing piece of puzzle. And once that fills up that space, empty space, then we have this like perfect chain, perfect flow, like premise 1, 2, 3, the conclusion. Okay, and conclusion could be the first sentence, but that missing piece, which was creating doubt about the conclusion being 100% true, is totally solved once you pick the right answer choice. Okay. In this question type, I strongly recommend you to predict what right answer choice can say to fill that hole, because almost always I and my students are able to see what the gap is, and you will be able to see what that gap is. And when you're able to identify that missing piece, then you should be able to predict what you can put there to fill it, right? Now, you can visualize it also this way. The right answer choice creates a bridge, by filling that hole, that gap, it's creating like bridge between the premises and conclusion. Premise on one side, conclusion on the other side, it's creating the bridge. We're bringing that bridge in between to make the argument smooth. Okay. All right. So, and then once you put it in the stimulus, it leaves no gap. There's no gap anymore. The wrong answer choice might support the conclusion, might strengthen it a bit, but it will not guarantee it. There's no way the wrong answer choice guarantees the conclusion. It's just not possible. There will be only one answer choice that does it. Okay. Again, think about it this way. You're picking answer choice, which is like a premise. You're throwing it in the stimulus, and once you put it in the stimulus, it makes the argument really strong. Okay. And also the answer choice in the stimulus, the right answer choice could be stronger than what is needed to prove the conclusion, and that's okay. As long as it does the job, that's what we all care about. If it does job more than we expect it to, that's good. Don't expect it to be just something that, just fills the gap as much as we need. If it does better than that, it's fine.